Hello, everybody. I am in my usual habitat. I am at work. I've been working doubles. I'm very tired. My eyes are burning. Disclaimer, okay? So, my topic for tonight is going to be expanding, on nonverbal communication. And my 3 resources tonight. I just went on the TCC databases and I found some really cool articles. Most of them were just articles though. But they're from, first one, Journal of Child and Family Studies. Second one being Journal of Nonverbal Behavior. And third one being Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities. So, I kind of, I don't know if I did the assignment 100% correctly or if I just kind of like verged into something else. Excuse me. But I kind of took the nonverbal topic and I branched out into the specter of like nonverbal child behaviors. So that's a majority of like what my studies consist of. I find those to be fascinating just because I've always been in early childhood education, so I have somewhat of a knowledge. My second job, I work with infants. I'm around kids all the time. I have my own daughter, so I find it interesting. The first couple things about the first article that I found, mirroring parents' behaviors, facial expressions, and body language. So, and I am sure a lot of this I can relate to me being a parent or me just taking care of children. I can see these examples, rather these consequences of lack of nonverbal communication. Because from zero to 12 months, that's the majority that your babies are going to do, nonverbal communication. If they are not seeing you do any nonverbal communication, they're going to struggle in communicating. Anyways, sorry. So mirroring parents' behavior, facial expressions, body language. My daughter copies everything that I do. I have found that I can be sassy because she is copying things that I do and say, and she's quite sassy. I don't know if it's just that it's coming from a almost 4-year-old that it seems sassier, but I don't know. She'll throw her hands around, she'll like bob her head, or like say certain phrases, and I'm like, who even are you? So I thought I had to quote that. I had to grab that and reinstate it. Something I found interesting in this article too, I'm gonna butcher the word. It's called alexithymia. I'm sorry, I'm reading the definition. It's basically struggling to deal with emotions and not being able to express yourself appropriately. 10% of the population struggles with this. This can cause parenting difficulties, such as providing adequate responses for their child, exhibiting invasion of privacy, or being overbearing. I find that interesting. It was just interesting to see that fact. 10% of the population struggles to deal with their emotions and their behaviors. And thinking about it, when I read that, I was like, wow, that's interesting. But now that I'm kind of saying it out loud, it almost feels like that number should be larger. Like maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's like extreme. Like these people have no idea and they can't express anything properly. Or like versus other people who like maybe slightly deal with emotion, do not experience these things. Like they're able to respond to their child in appropriate ways, or they're not overbearing or whatever. Moving on to the second topic, or the second article, I'm sorry. Journal of Nonverbal Behavior. One thing that I had grabbed from here, this article was mainly talking about infancy and like mothers speaking to their babies, and I found it fascinating that if a mom, I'm sorry, let me reread. I found it fascinating that a mom could be talking to their baby and they're obviously happy, excited, full of love and joy, and this little newborn baby is struggling to open their eyes still, and the second that they do open their eyes, the mother's voice, you can tell just by the cue of the baby opening their eyes, the mother's voice changes automatically. So I found that when I was doing this research, I was mainly looking for like nonverbal cues in children and how they react and whatnot. But I found that interesting, because I like to think that I'm pretty aware of like how I present myself. Awkward. But I like when I'm talking, especially when I'm talking to a child. So, I mean, I guess thinking about it, wow, talking out loud really makes you process, I guess. Because I can see if I'm talking to my baby and they open their eyes, yeah, I'm gonna get more excited.